All right, so for those of you who watched the sharpening video, we're back and we're going to do the chef's knife, but we're going to grind it. It would be the same thing with grinding an axe or a plane iron, just anything like that. But we're going to grind this Wusthof chef's knife first. We're going to grind the bevel, both sides, to clean it up, to get rid of all the glinting that I showed you in the last video that I'll show you now. It's my wife's favorite chef's knife. You see all the glinting in the edge. There's a lot of damage to this edge. Now you could just go ahead and sharpen it out, but it will take some time. I'm going to grind it because that's going to cut the time down. What I need to do is I need a piece of wood to build up the side so that this handle doesn't bump into my rest when I go to grind it, so I have a flat surface on the back. So I'm going to cut myself off a piece of wood and two-side tape this piece of wood to the blade, grind it, rip it off, stick it on the other side, grind it, then go to the stones. So what we're going to do is we're just going to figure out how big a piece we need right here, since I'm cutting my wife's favorite cedar. I think that this might not get in the way if I don't think I need to rip it. Let me just see. Let me get you over here to kind of do some test swipes to figure out exactly what I need for a piece of wood. So let's just get you looking down at my grinder here. I'm going to use my CBN wheel and just want to see. So this is going to be stuck on kind of like that. And it's going to go. That doesn't look like it's going to stick out. So I think I can just cut it off right here. And let me just grab a saw really quick. Well, figures. That back saw will go deep enough. Let's grab ourselves a little bench saw. And we're going to just set this up in the vise really quick. People are like, I thought this was going to be a sharpening video. I get stuff all over the bench. See if you can see. Yep. Just going to throw this in the vise. Cut this piece right off. Okay, hit there. I'm going to cut it from two sides, so it's because it's too flimsy out there. It's just such a small piece of wood. Rather than going to okay, get a piece cut off here. It was a little bit of an aggressive saw for this cedar, but saved a chunk of it. Just put my saw away. Put my saw back in the till. Grab a piece of two-sided tape. Try to find some. Let you see what I'm doing here. Just looking in my tape bin here for some two-sided tape. Just did a whole bunch of routing with two-sided tape for holiday presents, and That's it, right there. Two-sided tape. Okay, let's get you back over here. See if we can two-side tape this thing to the knife. So you're going to want something like that. For those of you who didn't watch the other video, I just tested positive for COVID. So I'm on quarantine for the next 5 days, so I'm going to be doing projects in the shop and shooting a bunch of videos. And we don't want this to bump into the grinder, so we want it to kind of be kind of like that. Let's see. Now let's do a trial run and make sure that's going to work. I can see one potential problem here. Let's just see if I'm going to be able to keep this on the... Yeah, it's going to... Shit. It's going to run into... This needs to be shorter. It's going to run into my stone right there. Let me make a mark. You kind of hack it off right there. Cut this thing off right there. Get this knife off the two-sided tape now before we... Oh, shit, just wrecked it. That will still work. It doesn't need much to hold it on there. It just needs to hold it so I don't have to do it with my fingers. And maybe I can get it in this. Of course, my grinder's going to be in the way. And push the knife off the table. See if I can cut it right here. Just do this quick. See if I can first get this tape out of the way. Take this chunk of two-sided tape off there. Oop, come on. And we'll just cut it off right there. Actually, you know what? Just grab myself a little, figure sideways one. Scroll saw here. I could probably do this really quick. Does that go deep enough? Yeah. Just cut it all the way through so we don't run into that problem on the other side. Okay, let's glue the thing back on. See what you're looking at. We'll do another trial run here. So I want to get it kind of up against this with the tip hanging off like that. Just two-sided taped on here. So now I don't run into the handle. I can start grinding here. Yeah, looks like I can go all the way. Oh. Okay, that's not good. I need to pick this up, have less knife on the tape. It's a good thing this knife's not sharp. Oh, shit. Gotta get it all the way down. I don't want it sticking up. Oh, it's really close. Hopefully, Hopefully I need to lean a little more. So, let's check it. Where's my Sharpie? Let me find my Sharpie that I blued up the other knife with. And we are going to get ourselves set. Where did my Sharpie go? Oh. What we're going to do is we're going to blue up the bevel. I'm going to blue up the bevel on this knife. Move out of the way. Put you down like this. I'm going to blue up the bevel on this knife and get our angle set. So we want to stay over here. Oops. A little bit of blue on the knife. All right, we're going to get our angle set and make sure we're still clear of the wood. So I'll show you how to get the angle set. What I want to do is to pull this out a little bit. And we're going to get down like that. So we're somewhat close. We're going to get this knife up against the stone. And we're going to turn the stone. Turn it like this. Then we're going to see where that hits. So if you look at the little nick mark right there, it hit, let me get it up close, hit pretty much right on the bevel. I think that's pretty damn close. Let's go ahead and see if we're going to be able to grind the whole thing before we do it. So it hits there. Nope, can't do it there. It hits right here. I need to make a mark. I'm going to need to move this up just a little bit more. I should have cut an angle on this board. Matter of fact, let's do that right now. We'll do the right fix. You could just keep repositioning it until you get it. I'm going to take this edge off. Then I don't have to worry about it. So just grab a hand plane really quick. You could do this with a knife or a chisel or whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. But let's go ahead and just blast this edge off this. You can go way deeper than that. Give us some clearance on that back side. Get some of that lower part off. That should be good. Then it shouldn't run into the stone. And we'll check it again. Now we got, what I did was I just cut that angle on it right there. So that should stay clear of the stone. Stick it back on here. Let's do another trial run. Make sure we haven't changed our angles or anything. Yep, that feels good. So we're going to go ahead and grind it. Get your good video angle here. There you go. We'll go ahead and grind it. See what that bevel ends up coming out like. Let's do another pass. You see I got some blue right there. Checking for a burr. Okay. We're going to stick it on the other way. Stick it on the other way. We're going to double check, make sure that we should have the same angle. We make sure we can hit the whole thing. Get our motion down. Let's grind the other side. I don't like how that went in the corner there. It's up on the radius just a little bit. Let's get it back off. Get this all the way flat. So just stuck it on the other way. And we're going to double check it again. Just get my motion down. So I have to go like that. Okay. So let's grind the other side, and then we'll have a brand new bevel and we can go to sharpen it. Yeah, I like it. Alright, let's go sharpen this thing. Now you could get, if you were in a shop, you can keep that for doing this if you want. But now we have bevel on this side, all ground, and bevel on this side, all ground. This knife is sharp right now, like sharp. If you would, for just an everyday kitchen knife, this would be plenty sharp enough for an everyday kitchen knife right now, just ground like that and just doing it by hand. I could, take my time and make a few passes each side to make it look pretty, but we don't need to. Let's just go sharpen them. Let's get you over here. Since we just did really our coarse sharpening, we're going to go right straight to fine sharpening. We use our fine plate. And I am just going to clean the bevel up by going forward one time, both sides. Again, if you're not good at this, you can go ahead and blue it up to try to get your angle right. Let's see where my burr is. My burr is all the way on this side. I got to do some this way. Make sure that you're okay, get the burr all the way over the other side. If you're worried about the angle, you can go ahead and blue it up. I'm not, because I've done this enough. And when you want to even out your bevel, you want to make full length swipes like this. Okay, get my burr all the way over this side. All the way down. Do some others this way again. Let me see if I'm in the way there. That's not too bad. You can tell by the sound of the stone if you're hitting the bevel. And your tendency is never going to be to get the tip, so you have to do kind of, if you see me make those extra swipes on the tip, that's to make sure I get the tip. Okay, got burr all the way on this side. Now we're going to go to backward strokes. Just get you on this side really quick. Make sure you get multiple angles of this. I'm going to go to backward strokes now. So my burrs on this side. I'm going to do the 20-15-10-5-1. It's because it's kind of what I always do. You can see the motion I'm using. There's 20. You should have the burr all the way on this side now. Keep checking for your burr, and I do. Except we're right here. Yep. Now I'll do 20 the other way. And when I do this side, I like to dig in from the tip and go like that. It's just what's most comfortable for me. Let's do 15. Pretty light pressure. Let's put one on here, do 15 the other way. You can see I was concentrating on the tip there. Do 10. And if you get lost, just stop. 10 the other way. Do one more because I just want to make sure I get the tip good. 5. do 5 this way. Do one more. Make sure I get the tip. One more. I'm going to feel for a burr really quick. It shouldn't be much burr left. Okay, we'll do 1. These are wicked light. Just trying to make sure I clean the burr off. Okay, what we have now is a bevel restored and knife sharpened out to 1000. And I can tell you that I'm not crazy about it. Let's show you. I want to go further on this. Still has some grinding marks in it. I should have addressed that before. Let me show you how sharp this is right now without stropping it or anything. This should shave me. You know, this is sharp right now, but I can see some grinding marks in it. Let me see if I can get some in the light. This edge isn't perfect. Yeah, here you can see them on this side. See those grinding marks there? Yep. So I am going to go further than I did. I'm going to delete. I'm going to clean up the bevel on that side. Damn it. Before I go to a finer stone, I'm going to go to town on this thing. So I'm going to go actually pretty hard at it here. Till I get those grinder marks out. They don't need to come out, but I want them out. I'm still going to work on the whole knife, but they're almost gone, but they're still there. I don't want to have to go up grid, I'll tell you that. Let me get them out. Putting a lot of pressure where they are. Oh, they're almost gone. I'm going to have a mega burr on this thing now. Can still see a couple of them if I get the light just right. You see one kind of right there. So I'm going to go out a little heavier. Flip the stone. Okay, good. I got those out in the middle. The only one I have left is right here. Still there. Can still see it. Yep. Just going to get rid of it. And then I'll go to the other side, clean that up. Start the whole process again. This bevel's beautiful. except for that one nick in it, right, or that one grinding mark right in there. So let's get that one out. Oh, I got some shit on this. What's happening is this is really sharp now, and it's starting to cut into the cloth that I'm cleaning off with. Just gonna get still just a teeny bit right there. Get this right over to the edge so you have a clearance for your fingers. Good, it's gone. Make a couple complete swipes now. Just so that there's no little facets in the bevel. I'll give you a look at that side now. That side's gorgeous. We'll go to the other side. See where we get some nicks. So I have some grinding marks right in here that I got to get out. And the rest of it looks really good. So let's get them out. You can hear the burr. I still have one right right there, right above my thumb. Almost there. Okay, it's gone now. No, I don't see it. Let's make some nice long strokes across. Okay. And we'll go back to, I'm going to go back to backward strokes here for a second. So my burr's on this side now. You can see little pieces of the burr ripping off on the stone now. It's starting to come off. 10. show you, I don't know if you can see them right there, this burr, it's starting to rip off all the way across. Okay. Give you a close-up of that bevel now. It is, again, it's super sharp right now, but it's only right now it's only ground to 1,000. It's the method, not the grit. This is only ground to 1,000 right now. So let's, since it's a chef's knife, let's go ahead and make a round on a finer stone, and then we'll do the strop. Just gonna dry that off after. Let's just pull a finer stone out. This is like 6,000. Just gonna go through the backward steps. Okay, I'm gonna have it somewhere down to a mirror finish now. The white right. All restored, all like brand new. Get a couple of rubbing marks from on there from sharpening, but let's pick a spot where I still have hair. Oh man, that's sharp. Obviously, it's very, very, this is like be careful sharp now. And let's drop it. Hi, Denny. Denny's here. All right, you can see the thing. Same motion as the other way. Shouldn't have this in the way. Okay, it's like a razor blade now. Let's grab a piece of paper. See what I got here. That's an edge, boys and girls. So that's the process of grinding a new edge, sharpening it. Same process as an EDC knife, but on a chef's knife. And this is, obviously, you saw from the paper, this is like, be careful sharp now. You can't even touch yourself with this. This will cut you if it touches your skin. There's no nicks in it. It's brand spanking new. New bevel, sharp, polished, and that's all there is to it. It's the process. It's the process and not the grit. Could have stopped after 1,000 and stropped this and gotten similar results. Going to 6,000 helps a little bit, refine the edge a little bit, but it's the process of going into the stone until you create a burr all the way across, going the other way, going into the stone until you create a burr all the way across, because then you know you've hit the edge, moving up grit, doing the same thing, and then just going to backward swipes past 1,000, going to the backward swipes 20, 15, that's what I found works the best. You can go more than that. Some people do. Some people go 40 and then 30 and then 20. 20, 15, 10, 5, and then back and forth and back and forth. You know, you don't really need to count at that point. So all you're doing is polishing the edge. That is what I find refines the edge and gets it like this, like a solid paper. You know, this sharp. You know, the results don't lie. This is not fake. This just came off the grinder, guys. And, you know, you saw how I had to go back and try to get, I wanted to get those grinder marks out. But, you know, the results don't lie. So, you can look at the ground and you can see the paper all over the place that I'm shaving off. So, and it doesn't, and you can see when I shut up and just do it like I did on the strop, that it goes pretty quick. You know, it's not like the 20, 15, 10, 5, 1 goes fast if you aren't videoing and explaining it as you go. So, Happy New Year. I hope you guys had a great holiday. I got COVID. Going to be around here doing projects. Give that back to my wife and make sure that I put a piece of tape on it. I'm going to put a piece of painter's tape on that says "Holy shit sharp" and put it away so that she doesn't just pick it up and think it's still dull. And I don't know if this is going to be the next project because I'm going to be grinding some bandsaw blades, but I'm going to make a handle out of it for this. I was going to make it out of ash, and I could go cut a piece of ash out back, but it'll be kind of wet because it's been raining out. So I found a real dry piece of white oak right here. That was an offcut from when we were making some legs once upon a time. Beautiful white oak, very dry. It's got great grain direction for an axe handle. So it's got quarter sawn grain direction. It's pretty straight grain through this one section right here. So what I'm going to do is figure out my length. I'll cut this off. I'll draw a pattern on it, whittle it down on my band. I got a little blade on my bandsaw right now, so we'll see about that. But I'll try to whittle it down on my bandsaw a little bit, come up with a basic shape, and then I'll go through pulling that axe head out of there, tracing the profile, get some draw knives out and some draw knives and spoke shaves and stuff like that, and we'll whittle this thing down and we'll make an axe handle so that I have my everyday carry axe back. It's been sitting for a couple of years now since I think someone was trying to wedge a piece of wood out of the wood splitter with this and broke it. So we'll make a proper handle for it, and that will end up being a staple out by the sawmill, because it's great for just being able to hack off a limb without having to fire up a saw and stuff like that, or take a chunk of bark off. So yeah, I'll keep you updated, and we'll be shooting videos while I'm on Kung Flu quarantine here for 5 days. So have a great one. This is Pirate Solutions out.